All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the bonds to the elders and apostles, all the brothers doing the work, the 144,000 in these last days. And tonight, I want to do a video on this lady right here. She's doing a video on we are raising a generation of bald women, right? And we can basically go to the scriptures, and the Lord already prophesied that this would happen, right? So I want to let her speak, and then I'm going to go to the scriptures, and I'm going to show you where it talks about the hair of the Israelite woman, right? So let's get this let's let this lady speak, and then I'm going to go to the scriptures, and that's going to be the video. This is not going to be a long video, so all right, let's get started. They will not date somebody who is natural. To the point of, are we raising a generation of bald women? Yes, we are. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there was a young woman who just went viral on TikTok talking about the fact that wearing wigs made her bald. We are so focused when it comes to the wigs. I believe it's, y'all know I don't know anything about the wigs, but I do know that we have come a long way. You know, it's getting to the point where people are able to melt the lace in 3D and it looks like it's coming out of the scalp. But we are getting to the point that we are willing to pay whatever the price is to look like somebody else. I'm not talking about people. And you got to think the wigs cost about $400-500, if not $1,000, right? And that's a couple of bills that can be paid, right? Rent, you got your cell phone bill, car note, all that, and they spend it on wigs. That's basically making them balder, right? It's pulling out their hair. They don't have any edges. They don't have their hairlines being pushed back worse than men, right? We see that all the time when females, black, specifically black women, they have the hairlines basically down there in the middle of their heads when they take all their hair out. I mean the fake wigs and stuff off, and they go natural. You can see the hairline is way pushed back. The edges are gone. That's because all the glue they use on their hair to get the wig on, to make the wig stay on. So let's let her speak, right? And then we'll go to the scriptures real fast. People who experiment. That's not what I'm referring to. If you wear a wig every now and again, that's fine. Listen, it's your business. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the women who will not leave their house without a wig of a certain texture. It's like, I believe it's yaki, or it's like that Brazilian wave, or whatever it is, or it's just straight, or it's like bumped at the ends, right? We are getting to the point where we are putting our health, or the health of our hair, at risk to look a certain way. Okay, we are getting to the point where we have young girls who will not leave the house and do not feel beautiful in anything but a straight wig. And that's falling behind Esau Edom, right? Because we know Esau Edom has that straight dead hair, and straight dead hair, and also and they want to follow behind Esau, right? And have the same hair with the blonde wigs and everything like Beyonce. So they basically following behind their leader Esau Edom, right? So let's continue with the video. And one of the questions that I have, and one of the observations that I have, is these individuals, because I actually sat and watched someone install a wig, and I was amazed. I didn't know all of that went into it. The video was about 30 to 45 minutes long, but here's the thing. You will spend 30 to 45 minutes laying your waist, laying your lace, melting your lace to make it look like the hair is coming out of your scalp, but you won't take that same time and effort into doing and learning your own hair. There's an issue with that. And you also hear a lot of people say, well, I like to experiment. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you don't feel beautiful with just your hair, there's something deeper than that, whether the individual wants to admit it or not. Also, we have to look at celebrities. We have to look at Hollywood. We have to look at celebrity culture when we're talking. Right, like Beyonce, right, their leader. Beyonce has the blonde wigs on and long straight hair, and they follow behind her, and other artists like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, right? These are the Israelite women's idols, right? The 2/3. So they basically falling behind them and losing their hair in the process. So that's another issue.
Talking about singers, and we're talking about rappers, and we're talking about artists, and we're talking about actresses. We typically see the same type of people who are casted in these roles. When you open a magazine, what do you see? When you turn on the TV, what do you see? When you hop on Instagram, what do you see? You see these glorious and these beautiful campaigns, whether it be Revlon, whether it be CoverGirl, whether it be Gucci, whether it be Chanel. You see a certain aesthetic, and a lot of times Afro textured hair is not included in that. Now,
And also, you got to think who's controlling all this media. You got Esau Edom, and you got the Jewish people controlling the media and what the beauty standard is. And then you have the Israelite women following behind that because they love celebrities, rappers, and entertainers, right? These are their gods, right? Not the Lord of Yahweh and his son Yahushua, the gods of today's 2/3 Israelite woman is Beyonce, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. These are their idols, so they follow everything that they do. All right, so let's continue with the video.
you do have some companies who are beginning to incorporate that. I know for a couple of years now, Dior does actually have a and she is gorgeous, but that is not the norm. A lot of designers will not feature hair like that. A lot of marketing companies don't see value in it. So I understand where the message is coming from, and I understand how hard it can be to get away from it. This video was not.
All right, that's enough for the video. Let's go to the scriptures real fast. All right, so we get the scriptures. All right, let's read this real fast. All right, so let's start at this is Isaiah 3:17. All right, we'll start at 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking in midst as they go, and making tingling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of their head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Right, and this is basically explaining what's going on today with the Israelite woman. Right, we'll read 17 one more time. Therefore the Lord will smite the, with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. All right, that's Isaiah 13:17. All right, this is Isaiah 3:24. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And a lot of Israelite women smell between their legs because they sleeping with a lot of men and they taking on the DNA, and that's not a good thing because that's DNA of different men inside of one woman, right? So you have the smell of that's the reason for the smell, right? The DNA of different men inside one woman, so it creates a stink, right? Bible says, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and that's our women today are over they had the uh, lift or something with the uh, we had the issue with the he was so big car, so that's talking about and instead of a and instead of a well and instead of a stomacher a girded and a burden instead of right. So scriptures, this is going in today's and was in the air because this they would right and because and the music that they do right. So this is basically explaining what's going on today with the woman's head and she wearing wigs and everything. So with that, I want to make this video too long. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles, all the brothers doing the work, 144,000. All right, to the next video. Shalom, shalom.